Here comes the goal scorer.
Yeah.
How's that feel?
Yeah, it feels good to obviously get the goal, but it's a bit guttering. Conceding a late goal like that, especially when we dominated the game, I felt we had the better chances. We're just going to beat them Monday, hopefully, and hopefully I'll get another goal.
And what was your view on Whitehawk's goal? It seemed that having obviously sat back for a split second, and that's contributed to yet another game on Monday.
Yeah, I think it's a number of errors. We haven't set up properly for the throw, first of all, and then a free kick. I think someone's got to stand on the ball so they can't take it as quick as what they did. And then I think Jonesy's misjudged it. He said he looked like he was going to head it away, and he's kind of jumped a little bit too early, but the centre-back's finished it really well, to be fair to him. And 9 times out of 10 he probably shanks it in the stand, but this time he's put in the bottom corner. But we're a fit bunch of lads, and we're more than capable of going to beat them Monday, so it's fine.
We always interview the goal scorers, and I honestly thought I'd be stood here with Dennis Ollie or Shell Cabot. Yeah. But Ed Harris, we're here, we're chatting to you. Your view of the goal, please.
To be fair, it's a great ball from Pez. He put in a very, very good ball. He doesn't put too many good balls in recently. I've been getting onto him, but no, he put in a perfect ball, and it was down to me to finish it. And I hope 9 times out of 10 I'll probably miss that, to be fair. But
we're standing out here, Ed. Yeah. This wind is cutting across really bad.
Yeah.
I mean, we couldn't feel it in the same way as you did out there. Did it make a difference out there?
Yeah, it made a massive difference. Obviously, I think we played better football than what we showed today, but the pitch was terrible, to be honest with you, and the wind was probably the worst I've played in for a long time. You couldn't judge it. The ball looked like it was coming to your feet, and then it would skip up and go through. So it was difficult. It was difficult circumstances, but I thought we done well. I thought they're used to it, obviously, so they have their game plan of kind of getting the ball in the box, and I thought we stood up to 90 minutes, and they've got the goal at the end. It's a bit of a shame.
And what was the mood of the lads at the final whistle?
I think they're a little bit devastated, obviously, because a late goal is always going to do that to you. But at the same time, we're optimistic. We're a very confident bunch of lads, and we're very confident that we can go and win the game.
Okay, Ed, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for chatting with us, and see you. So it's Lee Roberts with Lee Bradbury for Hawks FM. Lee, we were stood here pretty much in exactly the same spot back in September. Back then, the 2-2 draw back then felt like a win. 1-1 draw feels like a defeat from where I am. From where you are, what's your view?
Yeah, obviously we're disappointed conceding 93rd minute when we could have scored a couple more goals. Cabs has a good chance 1v1, does everything right, to be fair to him, cross the keeper in the side net, and he just got a trailing leg to hit the keeper. So we've had a better chance in the game. Nick Carradine's had a couple of good chances, and but I felt we defended well for long periods in the game, and they make you do that. Whitehawk, they're big and strong and direct, long throws, and chuck the ball in the box and wait for you to switch off for one millisecond, and they pounce on you, and that's what happened in the end. So
I was going to mention that. We mentioned beforehand about defensive lapses. The one time that haven't have switched off, they punished you. They must be absolutely gutting from a managerial thing that the one thing that the guys haven't done is resulted in the game Monday.
Yeah, and we've been great defensively recently. I think we've had 4 clean sheets out of 5 prior to today's game, and it took them 93 minutes to break us down today. So can't grumble. I think we had great resolve today in long periods of the game, and but it's a good finish by the lads. You've got to give them that.
Obviously, both sides have got to play on a pitch, and both sides have got to play in the conditions. But we just spoke to Ed Harris, and he did say that seemed to make some sort of difference. It was a very strong wind, and the pitch was a little bit iffy, to say the best. Yeah,
it's all I will say is we're looking forward to playing on our pitch on Monday. A good surface that you can pass the ball on, and your team have got to sort of grab the conditions and play to your own strengths. But it took us a little bit of time to do that today, to sort of come to terms with the wind and the pitch. But we've done that in the end, and I felt after getting 1-0 up, I thought we're always going to go on and win the game. But
we asked you before the game about injuries. Jake Newton's obviously jarred his back from what we've heard. Can we just get a word on Jake, please?
Yeah, we just went up for a header for a challenge, and as he's landed, he's just jarred the bottom of his back, and he said that he was really struggling with it, and so had to bring him off, put Dan Struggan on there, but when Struggs came on, he done very well.
And that is now another game that's been postponed. That's Bournemouth, so that's 2 games in the bank. With the Hawks lying mid-table, do you think having games in hand is a good thing, or would you rather have the points on the board? What's your view?
well, obviously, if you go and win the games, you'll have the points on the board. But I think the games that have been played when we haven't played have gone all right for us. So if they do go all right for you, I don't know how the results gone down. Had a chance to look at it. Then it's good to have those games in hand. You know, we're in good form at the moment. That's the main thing. We've got a couple of big games coming up, and but we'd rather do well in the cup on the league obviously.
I felt as well at times there was almost a similarity to the Basingstoke game away at Basingstoke. And again, we almost saw the same end where Cabba broke 3, nearly scored there, and he nearly scored here. And we all know what happened when we went to Westleigh Park, but I can't see somehow Basingstoke having the sustained power and energy in the same way as sorry, Whitehawk having the same energy as Basingstoke at Westleigh, or am I wrong?
We'll find out when we come Monday. I like to think that my players are fit. I know they're fit and they work hard. And 2 games in 3 days is a big ask for the players, and but it's the same question getting asked of both groups. So I think the players that look after themselves the best over the weekend and prepare right and
Dennis Ollie okay?
Do things right. Yeah, he's not feeling too well. D today, he's feeling a little bit groggy, so it was hard work for him today in the end there. And as soon as we scored the goal, it was a chance for me to bring him off and put Pedro in front of the back four and give us a bit of protection with that. So that worked out quite well in the end.
And there seemed to be the thing to settle for the win, the 1-0. Was that your intention by taking the front man off, or was it a case of you just wanted to try and settle for the win?
Yeah, settle for 1-0 every week. I just knew then after going 1-0 down, I'm going to go very direct and play for second balls, and we didn't want to give them a space in front of the back four. And we're bringing Woody on and keeping Pedro in front of the back four, and makes us bigger set plays as well, and just give us a little bit more security.
Well, Lee, we're going to leave it there. We'll let you get into the warm-up. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.